So I needed to make this video on it's like fucking 4:30 in the morning right now, but I was just doing research and shit. Motherfuckers talking about because the big massacre that just happened in Orlando at the gay club, and you got some people blaming the gay people, you got some people talking about we need more gun control, and that's usually what liberals push for. Some liberals want to take away all guns, and you got liberals, they really want to push for gun control. They want to make it really hard for people to own guns. They want to basically change the Second Amendment. And most of my beliefs, people will say I'm a liberal because I believe in universal health care and universal education, not because I don't want everything free. Hell no, not by any means. But I feel like for the well-being of people in general, we should not be charging for education and charging to help someone get back healthy when they sick. I just feel like for people in general, just for the human species, we're supposed to help each other at least in that way, if not anything else. If you're not giving anything else, at least, get them the honor of that. But to each his own. But anyway, to this point on people saying we need gun control, we need stricter gun laws, we need to get guns off the streets. That's bullshit. If it was guns there at the time, then not so many people would have got killed. And then you'll have these liberal pussies say, and that's why I don't align myself with being a liberal. So when people ask me, are you a liberal? No, I'm not a fucking liberal, and I'm damn sure not a fucking conservative. But the thing is, I'm kind of like, I'm just a fucking person. I don't align with any of that shit. I'm not in line with the liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican, fuck all that shit. I'm just a person. I'm just focused on what's right and what I believe is right for humanity. I'm not worried about the fucking name or a fucking brand. I don't want to brand what I am. I'm just a fucking human. I'm just a person, and I just want, you feel me, what's right for everybody, you feel me? And I feel like if it was guns there at the fucking time, then not so many people would have got killed. It wouldn't have been 50 fucking people got killed. I would rather motherfucking a gunman walk in there and it's people in there armed, and okay, if the gunman just so happens, at the worst, if the gunman just so happens to kill 2 or 3 people, and then he will be taken out by another gunman or someone else in the club who is armed and trained to shoot. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, other than, I'd rather that than him just being able to walk in there and just have a fucking field day, just walk in there and just shoot up everybody and have a fucking field day. See, people misunderstand. Criminals are gonna get guns regardless. The gun laws are already in place to where you can't get a gun if you have a mental illness. You can't get a gun if you have a felony and things of that nature. But criminals still find ways to get guns. So it's already been proven that no matter what gun laws you put in place, unless you're just planning on taking guns and just taking away the Second Amendment, which people are not going to allow to happen, but unless you're planning on just doing that, you're not going to stop criminals from getting guns. They don't obey the gun laws anyway, so it really doesn't fucking matter what gun laws you put in place to stop guns from getting on the streets. The criminals don't obey the gun laws anyway, and most of the people that do mass shootings have no criminal record anyway. They don't have a fucking criminal history or a criminal record. They go buy these guns legally. They have the license to carry these firearms, and then they go commit a fucking mass murder or some shit like that. So basically, you really have no way of stopping people from doing these kind of things. That's why the best thing to do is to just arm people, to encourage people to arm themselves and to take self-defense classes and learn how to defend themselves and learn how to use a firearm. Because when someone just comes and pulls a gun on you, or when someone is just shooting and they have their mindset that they want to kill someone, it's no negotiate with them. Like, they have their mindset that they are trying to hurt somebody. You can't negotiate with someone when they have a gun in your face. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can talk yourself out of that situation, and their mind is already made up. So I just don't understand why people say we shouldn't be able to carry guns. You're not fucking stopping crime. All you're doing is making it so the people who actually obey gun laws, now they can't defend themselves and they can't defend them families. And also, you don't understand that people also need guns to protect themselves from a fucking corrupt government. Because I don't know if you noticed, but when things like slavery, the Holocaust, when the U.S. government is fucking doing mass genocide in the Middle East and things of that nature, when all of this kind of shit is going on, You tend to be a little fucking paranoid about your government. I would like to not be disarmed to a fucking government, like the US government or any of these governments, you feel me, to be quite fucking honest with you. So that's another reason why I'm not in favor of getting rid of any fucking guns, because the point of the Second Amendment was for a free state to have the right to bear arms, and that right is to not be infringed upon. Now the point of that is so we can be free, so we can protect ourselves from invasions, so we can protect ourselves from street criminals, and so we can protect ourselves from corrupt governments, even our own. So that's not to say we need guns for when everything is going good. That's for when it all goes bad. And let's not act like things can't all go bad. See, liberals want to live in this fantasy world where everything is all fucking gold and rainbows and no one hates each other and fucking no one needs guns and this and that. See, we can't live like that. That's not how the world is. I'm sorry. Yeah, it would be awesome to live in this fucking perfect world where no one needs guns, no one hates each other, and the government is just so trustworthy. But unfortunately, it's not like that, and I don't trust the fucking US government for anything. I don't trust any government worth anything, because they're all fucking liars. That's all they do is lie. They lie for profit. They're only concerned with themselves. They're only concerned with their well-being. They're not going to do what's best for the people. They're going to do what's best for themselves. So for you to tell me that I should just trust the government and I should turn in my guns and disarm myself to the government, while they can still have the fucking National Guard and the police force and the fucking army and all of these fucking regulated militias, they can have all of this shit. But I'm a bad guy if I want to purchase an AR-15 or if I want to purchase an AK-47 to protect myself from a group of these National Guards kicking in my fucking door and violating my rights and invading in on my privacy. I have a right to defend myself from those kind of things. That is what the Second Amendment is for. It's not just for to defend yourself from street thugs and people breaking in your house. So when someone says, why do you need an automatic assault rifle to stop a burglar? It's not to stop a fucking burglar. It's because all weapons have to evolve with the weapons of the government. See, they'll say the Second Amendment was made back when people had muskets. Yeah, but that's because every fucking body was using muskets. It wasn't that the citizens had muskets and the fucking army and the fucking reserve and all these motherfuckers had tanks and fucking 100-round drum choppers and shit like that. Everyone was using muskets. But as time went on, their guns got more advanced and they got more high power, assault weapons. And so in return, the citizens are able to get more high power assault weapons, because our weapons are supposed to match the weapons of the government, and our weapons will never match the weapons of the government, because they have fucking drones and they have access to fucking explosions and all type of shit like that. So that's bad enough that if it all does get bad, they have the access to these kind of things and they can easily fuck over everything. You understand what I'm saying? But now you're gonna tell me that I can't even own a fucking firearm, I can't own a rifle? Are you fucking serious? Regardless of what you classify it as, regardless of what the gun was used in, the gun is not the problem in the scenario. It never is. You don't blame the fucking gun for a mass shooting. You blame the person using the fucking gun for a mass shooting. That's just like if fucking 4 people get hit by a car, 4 people get fucking drove over, get rolled over, and they all die. Do you fucking blame the fucking car, or do you blame the person driving the car? You blame the person driving the car. You don't blame a fucking inanimate object for some shit that's doing what it's supposed to do. A gun was made to shoot and a gun was made to kill. That's what all guns were designed to do. That's just a simple fact of it. Now, the people using the gun may be using it to kill the wrong people. They may be using it for evil reasons, but that's not the gun's fault, and that don't give you the right to take away guns or tell people who not trying to hurt anybody really that they don't have the right to hide guns. See, you don't understand what the Second Amendment means. They'll talk about, well, why don't you have muskets and shit like that? Because the fucking US military and the fucking police force don't walk around with muskets. That's why we don't walk around with muskets. Because if the fucking National Guard shows up at my door 5 or 6 people deep, they're gonna gonna have fucking assault rifles with beams and attack dogs and all type of shit like that. Now you explain to me how the fuck am I supposed to defend myself and defend my family from all of this fucking defense, from all of these defenses with a fucking musket? You please explain that to me. The U.S. National Guard comes, kicks in my door, invades my privacy, just violates all of my rights, all of my civil rights, all of my privacy rights. They violate everything, and they have AR-15s, AK-47s, Glocks, all of these assault weapons, all of these high-powered weapons, and they're pointing them at me, and you expect me to be able to defend myself with a fucking musket? See, that's the thing. Our guns evolved as the government's guns evolved, because the point of the Second Amendment, yeah, we're supposed to be able to protect ourselves from burglars, robbers, and people like that, but it's also to protect ourselves from invasions, from intruders from other countries, and to be able to protect ourselves from our own government getting corrupt, because the government has a lot of power over people's lives. When they can make laws and decisions that can impact and ruin someone's life, they have a lot of power, and that power can easily be abused or misused. So we need to be able to bear arms to defend ourselves from turning into a police state tyranny, because if you take away guns, that is exactly what we will become. I guarantee you.